G'day ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, in front of me, we have the mighty LSGU just sitting here chilling. Now I know a lot of you have been asking me, Mark, where the hell has the Patrol been? Most of you have been asking me where the VL is, but a lot of you have been asking me where the Patrol is. Patrol hasn't gone anywhere, it's still here. Now I've done a few things to it that I haven't really filmed, or haven't filmed at all. I've just been doing some stuff in my spare time to it. First of all, we got some 33s on it. I ended up buying these off a mate. These are Hancooks, so they're Dynapro mud terrains on the front, and they are a 33 by 12.5 and on a 15 Sunraiser. And on the back here we have some Baja Mickeys, and they are 33 by 12.5 as well on a 15. So I've just been dailying this. They look so small, don't they, on this bloody car? They look tiny. Looks like a skip leg day. So first of all, let's give it a kick in the guts. See how she's sounding. Absolutely beautiful. Now I did just get home in the Beast, so she should be nice and warm. Sounding amazing. So she's looking pretty menacing at the moment. Absolute beast. I do enjoy driving it on the 33s. It is very comfortable. I've been dailying it like no tomorrow. I've been driving it freaking everywhere. Has not missed a beat. So in today's video, I really wanted to address like why I haven't done many four-wheel drive videos lately. The whole reason behind it. Also a video showing you guys what I've been doing to the GU. Before you guys come to any conclusion, don't worry, because this car will be making more appearances on the channel. But I thought I'd just address, you know, how come I haven't been making four-wheel drive videos as often. A lot of you have been asking me on Instagram what's the go, so I also wanted to address it in this video as well as show you around the Patrol. I'm sorry if there's a lot of wind noise, guys, because it's just always windy lately. The biggest thing we have done is the 33s. Obviously it makes the car look so small. Coming to the top here, we've put our roof basket back on, so we have the aluminium basket. We got our 50-inch light bar at the top, which is proudly sponsored to us by AUX Beam, as well as our front light bar as well. So thank you so much, guys, for that. They work amazing. I love using them at night. Turns night today. Got our high lift up the back here, looking bloody schmick. So the reason I took the roof rack off was because I couldn't get into the garage. And now I've been dailying the car, put it back on, and I've just got to shorten the legs, and hopefully that should get us out of trouble, and just nip the tops of the high lift mounts for the shovel up the top here, because I'm not going to be using that. Come around to the back, we got another Baja spare on the back with a 33. Another addition we have is our King's awning up here. So we've got the King's awning kindly given to me by my buddy Everin. So that works all good. I'm not going to open it, but you get the drill. The only reason he gave it to me because he bought a new one, because the zip here was busted, and he bought a whole new one because he wasn't happy with it. So put a little zip tie on there and we're good to go. So there's our King's awning, looking beautiful. Here's our snorkel. So we're probably going to be getting a new snorkel made up for it, guys, because I know a lot of you aren't really happy with this snorkel. So a buddy of mine that has a fab company is going to hook us up with a snorkel. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, that's about it. But unfortunately I did snap my aerial on the last four-wheel drive. So I gotta get a new aerial, little shit like that. Spotty stopped working for some reason. So as you can see, I'm afraid of the dark. Spotlights, light bar. I'm probably gonna take the spotlights off and just leave light bars. That way we can have the radiator breathe a little bit more. Car never ever gets hot, but just peace of mind. We do have a winch coming for it, so I've got to put that in on the winch bar. So I've been waiting for a winch off a buddy of mine, so hopefully I can go pick it up soon and get a winch sorted. That way we can go out a little bit more. And also got to put the front locker back in because we're still unlocked with 3 9s. On the highway, it is fantastic for that. So let's bring it up in the driveway out of the wind with the other cars. This car's so freaking massive. Leave it about here, should be fine. Still a lot I want to do on the inside of this car, guys. I want to move the UHF, probably get a roof console or something, and then I do like a double DIN Apple CarPlay or something in here. Our speedo is stuck on 90 km/h. So before we get into the topic, guys, I just want to take some time out to thank a sponsor of this video. Yes, we have a sponsor, awesome, and they've been kindly enough to provide me their product. Oh, Jesus Christ. So guys, we have been gifted this awesome little thing. So this is a Bluetti eb55 power station, and this is the baby in their range. They have a couple others a bit bigger than this, but this is a portable power station pretty much, and they have sent this to me to try out for you guys and show you what it's like. So we'll unbox it and do a little bit of a review and in-depth look at it and see what it's capable of, and perfect for four-wheel drive and camping and all that kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's have a suss. So first of all, I want to apologise because the back of the Patrol is a mess at the moment. So I think there's from memory all the plugs and adapters and stuff like that. Yep. So it's got your different styles of plug-ins. I think it has cigarette lighter to, yes it does, cigarette lighter 2, and your standard Australian wall socket plug. And I think this is your power supply for when you charge it up. Yes it is, perfect. Let's get the beast itself out and have a look. This is actually quite a small one compared to what they do. Oh, there she is. That's her, guys. Look at that. Oh, even though it's small, God, it's heavy. Well, it is a battery. Look at the connector there. That's almost like a XT60 RC connector for RC cars. I've got the bigger versions of these on the Traxxas, which is the XT90. So let's start off with the specs. So first of all, this puts out 570 watt hours of lithium iron phosphate power. So it's pretty much just a standalone battery with an inverter, plus all your inputs for charging and outputs for use on different locations. So like I said before, this is the baby in their range. I think the next one is the EB70 and then the EB150, and they also have a larger one than that. She also has a max power output of 700 watts. What a boost. So down here we have the 240 volt, what you would call the Australian plug, or your standard plug down here. So that's really, really convenient. Up here you have your 12 volt ciggy lighter, your 12 volt 10 amp, it almost looks like an AUX port, which is your other two ports here. USB-C, 100 watt port over here at the top here, and also your 5 volt USB ports here, and you've got 4 of those, which is fantastic. Up the top here is where you charge your unit itself with the charger that comes in the packet, and your 10 amp adapter plugs in right next to it. So you can use all 11 power outputs you were supplied with in the unit, and as long as you don't exceed that 700 watts, the unit will actually save itself. Okay, so now we'll power her on. Look at that. So obviously you get your battery percent here. We're 80%. This has been in the box that it came in for like probably a month now, because I had some time off, so I didn't have any time to review it. So it's still 80%, which is really good. So up top here you have your input and your output wattage as well. Now it'll be easy to charge things like batteries and stuff like that. Even people will actually run power tools off of it. As long as you don't exceed that 700 watts of power, you'll be completely fine to run it. So first thing I want to do is just plug my phone in, and we'll see if it charges right away. Perfect. So I'll plug the phone in here, and then we obviously have to turn this power on here, and then you have a little green light that will come on the power station here. We are charging, which is fantastic. So we've got the mighty Ryobi battery charging and our phone charging as well. It'll show you here the power output as well, which is awesome. So you can see it all in real time. Now you guys probably know that I don't really do a lot of sponsored products and endorsements and stuff like that, because a lot of the stuff I get sent to me is not the greatest. But things like this that come in the mail, I can't say no to, because these things are cool. So I thought, hell yeah, I'll definitely review something like this. If I do put a product on the channel, I want it to be good. If it's crap, I'll show that it's crap, but this thing so far, it's doing what it's supposed to, so fantastic. Now, apparently from dead flat, these take about roughly 3 hours to charge fully. So if you leave it overnight or whatever, perfect for the next day camping. Fantastic. Also, you have your inputs for your different styles of plugs, as well as your ciggy lighter here, so you can even charge it from in the car. Now, one thing that's really cool as well on this thing is at the back, we have a light. I gotta hold it down, don't I? There we go. We have a light. So if it's, you know, late at night camping and you want to have a bit of a light going, or even if you have a blackout in your house, this is fantastic for giving you some light. It's got a few different settings. That's a brighter setting. It's got, you know, strobe. Even looking at it, it's freaking really bright. That's awesome. Carry handle here as well. So I also wanted to quickly show you guys, I had a very similar unit beforehand. I still use this all the time. This is very different to the Bluetti. So the Bluetti is more of a battery pack, where this is a jump starter actually. This is going to be a huge upgrade, so I can have both in the car. I haven't got a standalone compressor in the Patrol, so I always bring this with me. So it's a compressor and a jump starter, and then I'll have the battery pack as well. So if you haven't got a 12 volt system, this will be just as good. Even if you have a 12 volt system and there's a lot going on, this can be something good to just bring and have in the front seat with you and charge stuff up while you're out, you know, hiking or whatever. So guys, that is the Bluetti eb55 power station. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little review on this thing. It's been great so far. It's doing what it's told us it's supposed to do. So if you want to know where to get one of these, I'll put all the links down below, and they do always have sales on these things. If you have one or you've used one, let me know in the comments below your experience with one as well. It'll help out a lot. And last but not least, massive thank you to Bluetti for sending me out this product. I'm definitely going to be using this so much when we go camping and stuff like that. So thank you guys. Also, if there's anything that I've missed spec wise or stuff like that, jump on their website and go check it out in depth and have a look. So guys, I have been off camera using the Bluetti and it's been fantastic. I've been using it for a while now. So back to the GU here. So first of all, the title of this video is going to be, how come I don't film four-wheel driving that often, or how come I haven't been at four-wheel driving? So the biggest reason, so there's a few big reasons, okay? So one is I'm always going to the same spots because I haven't got a massive fuel tank. So if you are new to the channel, I'll quickly show you. We are currently running a sub under here. So this one is I think you can see it up the back there. So it's a custom 40-litre sub tank. It doesn't get me very far, so I'm going to take a jerry can with me. And if we have a look where the main tank is supposed to go, we are still missing it. So we had an LPG tank under here, so I have to find a fuel tank for it. I've been looking and they always come up like 3-4 hours away. There's never any local, and the wreckers just want so much money for an old shitty tank. If anyone does have a standard GU, preferably a TB45, so it's got all the pump cradle, what stuff in it, and all the accessories, even the fuel neck, because I've only got the LPG neck. I need the whole lot. If anyone has any, hit me up, Instagram, Facebook, even the comments below, and we'll try and find a tank for this thing so I can go further out. So range anxiety is one. Okay, two is the videos just don't do really well anymore. So last time we took this out, we only got about, I know I'm saying only got about, but 5,000 views when we went out. So it's not really enough to cover the trips. If we have gone on any trips, I haven't filmed them. And the last trip I went out with the boys, the video only got like 3,000 views. So they're not doing as well as they used to. It seems that the audience is sort of changing and people are going more so for the R31 stuff and the AU stuff. And that's what pushes me to film that stuff a little bit more. Just to let anyone know out there, like I still do this kind of stuff, but mostly off camera, because obviously the views are telling me that this is what people want to see more than this. So when the four-wheel drive videos were getting, you know, 20,000 views and that's when I was more inclined to film them. So I've been a bit more reluctant to film four-wheel drive stuff because they just haven't been doing as well as I anticipated. So hopefully we can change that soon when we start going out again. Now three, this is probably one of the biggest ones actually, besides the videos not doing too well. Finding people to go out with. It's the hardest thing in this day and age, because all the guys I used to go out with, either they've sold off their rigs, they're building them, they just don't want to go out anymore, they're getting busy. With a very, very hectic time schedule like myself, I'm like ridiculously busy. I don't say it a lot, but I am like so busy. It's very hard to get everyone to come out on like a Saturday because everyone's busy. Yeah, trying to find rigs is one of the hardest parts, and like a lot of people want to come out and then it's like you go out the next day and everyone the night before will drop out and you're left with 2 or 3 cars out of like 7. So that's a massive reason why I haven't been out lately. And yeah, I have done a couple small trips here and there, but it's usually been off camera. And a lot of the times it is night runs. So night runs are really crap to film at night. Like the last video we did in Talangi, a lot of it was at night. And even with a phone and lighting, it's just shit house. So number 4, this one's also a big reason too, and that is a lot of the tracks are closed at the moment. So like a lot of the good tracks and that you can't really get to, and it's a bit of a pain in the bottom. You go out there, do a lot of the fire tracks, and then you're out. So it's not very exciting to put on camera. That's not really a big reason, because like last year, so I think it was this year, last year, we went to Tallarook and all the tracks were closed, but phone track was still open. So we smashed that out. And yeah, that was a fun day. That video did really well as well. It did like nearly 20,000 views, I think. So reason number 5 would be my capabilities in this car as well. So capabilities being I still have no winch and I'm still not locked. So I really have to get that stuff sorted, because I've been focusing so much on the other cars, getting that sorted, because the videos have been doing more better. Obviously I'm more inclined to do that. So that's what I put out on the internet. So that's just how YouTube sort of works. Now number 6, this one's a big one. A lot of the state forests are watching a lot of the YouTubers going out and having fun with four-wheel drive stuff. If you spin wheels excessively on a state forest, they'll come after you and press a million charges. I don't know if you guys watched Luke Fink, what happened to him in Queensland. Apparently it's happening to a lot of other creators and stuff that I've heard of. I've had a few messages saying like, you know, be careful when you go out filming. We literally have to go out and film like crawling slowly. If we slip a tire, they will be onto us and fine us millions of fucking dollars. It's ridiculous. So watching what we film is going to have to be another one. So we're going to have to film the videos in a way where like we're going to be careful where we go. If we go state forests, you know, if we do a big hill and we're spinning excessively, if they know where it is, we'll get done. And that's a lot of money, and I just can't be bothered with that stuff. So a lot of the four-wheel drive stuff I want to film, I want to go out to like, you know, properties, or like if we're doing a four-wheel drive run, just obviously try and be respectful in a way where we're not going to get effed over. That's a bit of a sad one, because a lot of my videos, you guys enjoy us having fun and showing you guys that you can go out and have fun without lockers and stuff like that. But a lot of the older guys and that get really upset about it. I don't know why. I think people just need to lighten up a little bit. I'm going about this forever, but the thing that gets me is like the people that go up there and like burn cars to the ground, leave rubbish and shit. I think that's what's destroying the forest. I think a couple of ruts there that have been like there for 50 years is not a big problem. A lot of the times they do change, you know, the geology changes over the time and stuff like that, and the land's never going to look the same. It's always going to be different, and that's why there are certain paths to go out there and have fun in versus just cutting through the forest and mowing down trees and shit like that. That's the problem. I think a couple of guys in 4-wheel drives aren't destroying the forest. That's my personal opinion. A lot of you probably won't agree. We can agree to disagree. It's part of being on the internet. Now that we've gone through all that stuff, I don't want to make this negative at all. I just want to tell you guys that I want to start getting back into 4-wheel drive videos much more, and I really hope you guys want to watch it just as much as I used to. That time of the channel was one of my favorite times. Obviously, algorithm's not going to depict what I do. I love it nonetheless, and I'll still go out there and do it. I just want you guys to enjoy it just as much as I do. And let me know what style of videos you guys like the most, because it gives me that kick in the bum to go out and film them. That's what it's all about in the old girl. And I know a lot of you are young guys that are first getting into it, so I don't want you guys to be turned off at all. So just go out and have some fun. If people ever want to go out, hit me up and we'll try and do some local tracks and have some fun. That's what it's all about, and that's what we've done before. I actually haven't seen the engine bay of this in a while. So here's the mighty LS, looking a bit dirty, which is perfect because it is in a 4-wheel drive. Now, one thing I want to do on this car is sort out a new airbox situation, because this is massive. You can probably see I've got massive hands, right? This thing is huge. That's why the old owner calls it a bird bath, because you have to take the lid off of it and you get a bird bath. Huge cone filter in there. I'll quickly go over, because you guys probably want to hear plans with this car. So, biggest thing I want to do, fuel tank. We need to get fuel tank sorted and run off the main, so we got more literage and more range. That is our biggest thing at the moment. And winch, front locker is a must. That'll be very soon. Now, I'm really happy with the lift and all that stuff. The running gear is all perfect. I'm really happy with all that stuff. But I want to try and get a hold of Harrop and see if we can do a charger on this thing and open it up, because that'll be my dream, to have a charged LS GU. This thing already rips the way it is on 33s, especially. It is so quick. It is so fast. You know, you've got the 32 over there, the 180 and stuff, but they're not making hectic power. But this thing, I don't know, it's just, once you get going, it's quick and it's got a lot of torque. So I want to put a Harrop on it, get it tuned, and just make it a torque monster. And I just want to hear that charger whine through the snorkel. It would be freaking amazing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this, guys. And I really hope that you guys like this little video, because I got that kick in the bum from you guys to say, hey, where's the GU stuff? GU's not going anywhere. It never will. This car's staying with me forever. This car built the foundation of this channel and where I am today. And I really love this thing. Good old Chungus. I also want to get another guard, because that guard is not the same color as the rest of the car. So I want to get another guard and clean up the snorkel. Maybe even do a bonnet exit. I'll speak to my buddy and I'll see what we can do. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video, of a rant video. I don't really do these sort of videos because I'm not really a fan of them. And I hope you can understand the situation at the moment. And it's not the end of the world. It's just what YouTubers do. They talk about things and we continue and move on. And this video will probably be a relic in the past, just like everything else. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Go out there and smash your 4-wheel drives into a tree. No, don't do that. I'm just kidding. Go out there, have some fun, enjoy yourself, and just live life and have fun. Don't care what anyone thinks. Also, send me photos of your builds and stuff on Instagram, because I love seeing that. Take care, everyone. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.